Welcome, 1SI friends. It's time to tease you a little bit about the next episode of Wednesdays with Wendy. And we're going to introduce you to someone who you all know, Vaughan Scott. We know you as Axiom Financial Services, Vaughan. We also know you as a former chair of One Southern Indiana. But in your new role, you get to wear the title of professor. Tell us about that.
Yes, I've actually had the privilege of working with the University of Louisville. I actually run their Consult MBA program, teach in 3 of their different MBA programs. But we actually do a lot. We do about 35 real world projects a year for businesses of all different types and all different sizes in the region.
So there's a lot of experience that you can bring to this time that is very volatile, very uncertain, still competitive, but yet somewhat ambiguous. What do we make of that?
Remind me of a video I recorded very recently. Some of these things that you're bringing up. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, I think you're going to have to watch the video, Wendy. I think you're going to have to find out. There's some good information as it relates to that. But I think 16 minutes is all that I'm asking, and it's great stuff.
Okay. So this world of asking more questions than we've ever had to ask before, because we've always been the ones people have gone to for answers. How do we find those? How do we know which questions we have to ask?
Wendy, if you watch the video, you're going to get some good suggestions on questions that we need to be thinking about today. And more importantly, questions that we can share with our teams between now and Wednesday the 6th.
Okay, so what I'm hearing you say is that to go from the strategy and the tactics, sometimes we need to fall in one or the other category?
Or maybe we need to operate all 3. Again, if you watch the video, there's probably some pretty interesting content around that.
So as we're surviving then, we're surviving in some of us in isolation, or it feels like it. We're used to being out with people and the teams and building those relationships. How do we transition into that role again when we're allowed to move into it?
Again, we talk about that. We're going to talk about that next week at length. But most importantly, like I tell all my students, you got to make sure you do your homework before. And the homework in this case is only 16 minutes and a little time with your team, but you got to watch the video.
So what I'm hearing you say is watch the video. It's 16 minutes. It could be the best use of your 16 minutes you've spent, and we're going to turn that into an interactive kind of conversation on May 6th at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And we're excited. We're going to ask you for your input. So as you work with your teams, as you watch the video, we want you to share examples with us via email, and you'll have the email link to be able to send it to us. But we're very interested in the experiences you have with the process that we talk about in the video, but also the examples that you see. We're going to bring some examples. We're going to share some that we've seen. We're excited for you to share examples that you see of people doing great things. I mean, now more than ever, we need positive messages. And there's so much good going on in the world. And there's so much good that the business leaders and the teams and the businesses in our community are doing. And I think this is going to be a great time to highlight it, Wendy. It really is. All
right. So I've heard you loud and clear. Watch the video. We're gonna all be prepared when we get back together on Wednesday, May 6th at 2 o'clock. Look for your emails to sign up for the webinar, and we'll make sure that you're connected. Vaughan, we look forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. And we're really excited to see the examples you come up with and the experiences that you share with us.
Awesome. See you then. Thanks.
See you then. Looking forward to it.